Welcome to the Daily Dish with New York Times bestselling author Leanne Ely. Putting vibrancy back into your everyday life and feeding your heart, mind, body, and soul. Join us every day at 1 p.m. Eastern for Motivational Monday, Tuesday's Tip, Wise Woman's Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday, Food Fight Friday, and of course Q&A, where no question is off limits, and Soulful Saturday. Here is your host, Leanne Ely, and the Daily Dish.
Y'all, it's Monday and I am cranked up. Who's in the house? I see a whole bunch of lovelies coming in. Vanessa, Marianne, Cheryl, Nancy, Corliss, Debbie, Helen, Pauline, Gloria, and Beverly. Hello. Are you ready for Motivational Monday? Are you ready for more love? That's my sweatshirt, if you were wondering what it says. Hello, Darla. Good to see you. Jackie's in the house. You know it's going to be a good day when Jackie shows up, and Joanne, and Jocelyn. Take a look, see. Gloria, Marguerite. Hey, listen, I got so many announcements, but I want you to buckle up and listen to them because we've got so many needle-moving things that are going to help you out this week. You just got to have a little grit, not quit. Hello, that's our quote of the week. Do you like my smiley face for that? That's how we roll. Here's my girl, Carla and Carol. Good to see you. Yay. So new quote of the week, also new supplement of the week. Hear me on this one. This one will flip your lid. Totally going to flip your lid. Are you ready for this? Susan's in the house. Juanita's in the house. You know, we love to do the buy three, get one free. You know, we call it a loss leader. It is, but it makes sense for us because I want you to try our supplements. I want you to stock up. Hi, Martha. Doris is in the house too. Guess what? Buy three, get one free digeszymes. Now, you've heard me talk about digestive enzymes because look at us. We have small offerings, very small offering of supplements, but we have two different digestive enzymes, two different ones, right? And guess what? Here's the thing that you need to know. This can augment fasting. Did you hear the mic drop? This will augment your fasting because your body is doing a metabolic cleanup with autophagy. And sometimes that glycogen is in your muscle. Sometimes it's in organs. I mean, it's first you get it drained out of your liver. You know that part. But the second part is, especially for people who are having a tough time getting into ketosis, this is the killer. Digeszymes. Get some digestive enzymes. They're going to go through and do that. It's not going to hurt you, just a couple, not like a bunch if you would normally maybe take. Hello, Mary. Hello, Carla. Love to see you guys here. And I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to do some more research on this, but I'm like all over this like white on rice. I've been doing this with ACV all this week. And I've felt so much better, and it's helped me out with the autophagy. And go ahead and pee on a stick and see what happens. It's just like, boom, you're in ketosis. Amazing. So I love this. Digeszymes buy three, get one free. You'll find it at savingdinner.com/show. What a game changer. This is brand new research, brand new news. And I went, that's it. We need to start this whole protocol up. Hi, Maureen. Hi, Lucy. Hi, Angie Maria. I'm always going to call you Angie Maria. So anyway, that's what I have to tell you about that, because that to me I was just a drop the mic kind of a moment. Also, the sprint is starting on Monday. A week from today, we sprint again. A sprint again. Oh, see, we've made it really easy. Yeah, I forgot about that. We changed everything. All you have to do is click the add to cart button and you're done. The 3 part will add in there and we automatically put the 4th. Isn't that nice? See how accommodating we are? That's how we roll. So that's exciting news as far as the supplement of the week. You know what else is exciting news? Is that the sprint starts Monday. If you're going to join me, come tonight for a live webinar so that you can go over the principles of what the sprint is all about. Plus, we'll give you the kit, or we won't give you the kit. You can purchase the kit at a discount. You can also purchase or get for free all the little goodies that we give out, including the guide and a food diary and a few other things. You'll really, really like that. Hi, Mary Ann. It's been a minute since I've seen you. I'm glad you're here. So all of that stuff is going to be really, this is a needle mover, and I really want to get people started to really get keyed up and excited every time that we sprint and just do it with all that they've got. You can do that if you plan for it. And today we're going to be talking, in all this week, we're going to be talking about busting myths. There's so many things that we believe that are just completely erroneous. We need to toss that stuff out and start going from corrected belief systems and corrected showing you, hey, you know what? This is a myth. This is what we're learning in psychology. This is just what this is all about. Debbie just already signed up. Go to savingdinner.com/sprint for tonight, by the way. Hi, Lynn. Butterflies in the house. So make sure you do that. Also, if you were not on board for our Thursday holiday webinar, can I just tell you, I would strongly suggest that you go get on board right away and watch it. It's a short webinar, but here's the thing. It's showing you that the timeline before the end of the year is coming up. And rather than discard the rest of the year and just saying, oh, it's the holidays, blah, 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 I'm saying we can get something done. I'm saying we can still move the needle. I'm saying let's not look at it as the beginning of the end once the Halloween candy comes in. Let's instead stay the course. Now, we've got two things that are offered there. One is a workshop that's coming up for those who order the Take Back Your Life journal. That's at savingdinner.com/journal to go get it, by the way. I'm going to teach this workshop in 10 days on how to get the end of the year stuff done. The end of the year stuff done. Don't you want to end this year a whole lot better than you did last year? We think pandemic and we discard it, but I'm telling you, it is just so different. Carla already has her holiday plan all printed up. That's smart. Carla's ready to rock and roll. That's how we get it done. So I'm telling you all of that because you can go watch the webinar, and then you will be, the homework is going out today, by the way, for all of those journal owners. And you can show up for this workshop and really learn how to do this. And I'm going to show you, break it all down and bring it down. I will be there to the very end. If we have to stay here till midnight going through your questions, I will, because I firmly believe in this way of getting things done, and the magic of the momentum once you create it, and how it changes your mind and how it changes your outcome is mind-boggling. I am that convinced that this is the system that you've been looking for forever. I was, until I finally created it. So savingdinner.com/holiday for the webinar, for the whole thing. And we have a holiday plan for you to keep you on the rails rather, not off. And we have all kinds of stuff for you. So you just have to go and check. You have to trust me on that one. Okay. So that's what I have to tell you about. And there's a couple of other things too. Q&A for one. You can take a look at the comments, and Jenny's posting all of those things. And I don't want you to get left behind, right? Plus, we're giving away free Croctober books, ebooks of crock recipes with every purchase this month. $37 value. That's a screaming deal. Anyway. I've got my tea going big time right now today. It's a nice day, but goodness, sometimes one just needs their tea. That's part of my hydration plan, by the way. So today, what we're going to talk about? Today, we are talking about, this is Motivational Monday, but we're talking and myth busting this whole idea of easy and convenient. We've been sold a bill of goods, and in the marketing of everything, if you watch television, it's so easy, it's so convenient. Watch all of that, will you? And see if you notice that they almost put it out there like you can't fail if you follow this plan. I'm especially talking to all of you diet culture stuff, talking to all of that. So I want to bust this wide open, because the fact of the matter is, when we understand how our brains operate, we know that easy does not exist, nor does convenient. I'll tell you what is fast and easy and convenient. fast food, and we know what it's poison, essentially. So we know better than that. So we have to start thinking differently than that. And I'm going to bring you alongside to go through a little bit of how your brain works so that you are in charge of it, and you can make the thing, you can drive the ball down the court. What do you think about that? Oh, good, Lori. Hi. She's drinking her chaga right now. Mm-hmm. We have chaga tea too. That's part of my thing. Chaga is mushroom, by the way. It's amazing stuff. So in order to get something different from what you're always getting, you're going to have to do something different. That's a quote that's been attributed to Einstein, Tony Robbins, and Mark Twain, and Henry Ford. So if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got, right? We all get that. We all get that, but it's still a cosmic 2x4 because it means that we've got to change our mind. Yeah, there you go, Vanessa. See what Vanessa said? The celebrities selling their diet plans. We know better now. Boo. I totally yes. Because we think because a celebrity has said it, well, therefore it is. Therefore, obviously. And we know that's not true. Hello, Anne. I'm so glad you're here. So the origin, of this quote, obviously, is way less important than the impact. A goal or goals will fix your course. And I don't want you to be overwhelmed with that because I understand the overwhelmingness of it, possibly. But I also understand there's a way to fix that. There's a way to fix that. So without the piling on thing. Here's the thing that I have noticed. I've done a lot of coaching, since 27 years ago when I first started the nutritional, my nutritional consultant business. And all through the years, what I have seen is that the setup for one's day is the thing that's going to determine the success of it or the not such great success with it. And what I've found is that with my coaching clients, what happens is when they finally start to get into the weeds and say, okay, I'm just going to do this. Like in our Take Back Your Life journal, for example, we teach you how to do a ritual in the morning. And that's just basically taking a morning routine and elevating it by adding some self-care things into that, like journaling and meditation and just really setting up your day. Fly ladies like swish and swipe, make your bed, do this, do that. That's fine. That's a great household routine to have. But you also need a routine that we elevate to ritual for yourself because it's heart, mind, body, and soul. You can't ignore this part of yourself and expect that you're going to feel good in the skin that you're in. Because at the end of the day, that's what we all want. We just want to feel good in this container, don't we? I do. That's exactly how I want to feel. Hi, Helen and Pamela. That's the key right there. That's the key. So we got to bust this notion that things should be easy and convenient, right? We know. Now, the word meander comes to mind when I think about what happens if you don't have goals and what you don't do. And I think about that because this weekend, Mark and I took a hike. He was like, let's get out of the house. And I'm like, okay, I will actually get out of my pajamas. And we went and we took a big hike. We have here where we live, we have all these waterfalls, and some of the most beautiful waterfalls in the whole county are right here in our little community. So we said, let's just go. We'll just take the dog. We'll go, for a walk. We'll have a really good time. So we meandered, which, by the way, meandered. Here's, what meander means? It means, this was yesterday, as a noun, a winding curve or a bend of a river of a road. Or as a verb, it means following a winding course. That was us yesterday. Following the winding course along the way, zigzagging through the woods, going up, going down, going up, going down, seeing the waterfalls, experiencing the whole thing. It was beautiful. On this gorgeous fall day. Are you kidding? It was great. And then we came to the very top. We got all the way to the very top and we had this lovely view looking out. And Mark says, and here's a math thing for you. Archimedes said that the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. And so he's going, shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. He's going, let's just go up the road and go to our car. And I'm thinking, why don't we just go back the way we came? One, pretty. Two, I don't trust that because this road, it all looks alike. It's just lots of winding roads. Well, don't you know, we're walking and we're walking and we're walking and we're with the dog on the road. We've got safe places to walk. And finally, Mark just said, hey, to the mail lady, he said, did you see a place where there's a bunch of cars parked, for the trail? And sure enough, yes, true. But the point being is that we were meandering. We weren't going in a straight line. We were going in a curvy line. And the fastest place, the straightest line would have been to just retrace our steps. We ended up going a little bit extra. We were, we walked several miles yesterday, but it was a fun thing, but it just brought me to this place of just saying we were just meandering. And this is what happens to us when we are meandering in our lives without a goal. No goal, it's meandering. It's just kind of maybe this here and maybe a little there, and maybe I'll just sit on my butt here. Maybe I'll just binge a little Netflix. You know the drill. When we meander, we don't accomplish much, and we're meant for accomplishment. You know why? Because we're here on purpose and for purpose, and we can't have purpose if we don't have goals. So meandering, you don't want to be meandering because you can meander all the way to lost. And meandering for just observing the beauty of the day, sure. But as a course of action for your life, absolutely not. It will absolutely sink your boat. Here we go, just mixing up metaphors, as you know. So here's the thing. This revelation of easy and convenience as a guiding principle puts you on a meandering path. And that leads you to the carousel of crazy. Constantly looking for easy, constantly looking for convenient. Because look at what the ads on TV are telling you. Do you see how I roll? You see how I meandered around that one? That's exactly what it is. Easy means without great effort, and convenient means fitting in easily with little trouble. And I want to ask you, in your life, the things that you have been most proud of, were they easy? Were they convenient? Did you have mastery, easily and convenient about something? 100% no. I will tell you right now. Anything that you were extraordinarily proud of took effort. It took doing. It wasn't exactly easy and convenient. Change is never easy or convenient. So let's just bust that myth wide open. Wide open. I'm going to also put this on you in case you hadn't thought of this. It's mentally taxing too, because what you're used to doing now, your brain is saying, no, we got to do this instead, And so it's a little bit of a push me, pull you. It's a little exhausting. It can be, but it requires energy in order to do something different. And the most important part of this whole thing, though, is to make it a little simpler. Notice I'm not saying easy. You can curate your environment to get there. That makes it a whole lot easier, because the less that you have to rely on your brain to think differently by setting up an environment that will help curate your experience, the less it's going to cause you to say, oh, it's too hard, I can't do it, I'm give up. Make sense? It's so much different. So here's what I want to say is, instead of easy and convenient, let's say it's simple, because it is. Simple is a whole lot different than easy. It's simple and slightly awkward. Slightly awkward. Anything brand new is slightly awkward. It's new to you. There's discovery involved. You don't have the sense to know, or the experience to know, how simple this could possibly be. So I want to start with simplifying the sprint, especially for anybody who's brand new, on how you can make this a little bit simpler so that it's not going to, break your skull wide open. How about that? So let's think about this and create a new plot. So number one is, you need a simple plan. You need a simple plan. The plan is going to be your roadmap, essentially, to where you're going. So you don't meander all over the place. You're going to make a straight line. Now, in our sprint, and you'll see this tonight, we'll be giving you that tonight when you sign up at savingdinner.com/sprint. You're going to get all the stuff that you need. We have a plan in there called the Down and Dirty Plan. I highly recommend the Down and Dirty Plan for anyone who is not much of a cook, doesn't really want to learn how to cook or do these kind of things or whatever, that it isn't a matter of I want you to go in your car and start searching for chicken feet all over, Kingdom Come. I'm not going to ask you to do that. I am going to ask you to look at something that seems a little bit simpler for you and be okay with that. I'm okay with it because it's in there. And we created it a little bit later than we created the original, simply because there are those people out there who just aren't going to make their own bone broth. And I'm fine with that. Yeah, I used to insist on it. Not anymore. You know what I insist on instead? Make it work for you. That's what I insist on. I can't get into your perspective. I read a thing today that says, we all have different perspectives. We're either turtles or we're giraffes. Giraffes see things from up here, and turtles see something down in the grass. When they see something down in the grass, their perspective is going to be a whole lot different than the giraffe's perspective, because they're way up there in the sky. It's the truth. So let's have a moment where we're saying, you know what, this makes more sense for me, and happily grab onto that. Number 2 is prepare as much as you possibly can in advance. Do a little bit here and a little bit there. Buy your bone broth. Go get it bought. Write out and print out the plan, and then go through with a highlighter and a pencil. Good girl. See, Lisa? Did you see what Lisa says? I use kettle and fire. Drop the mic. It works, right? I like it. And you know what you can do if you're saying, I just wish I had a little bit better flavor, add a little sriracha, squeeze of lime, a little pink salt, whatever. But let me just put it to you this very simply, very plainly, that if you do the down and dirty and it just makes it that much simpler for you, then you found your plan. And maybe next time you can hunt all over Kingdom Come and go get your chicken feet or whatever and see what the gel is all about and see what that's about. But don't overwhelm yourself. I want you in the trenches. I don't want you saying, I can't get it done. I don't want you overwhelmed by it. And that's a good idea. Anne says she adds curry powder. It's delicious too. You can add a whole bunch of stuff. Each little cup that you warm up, add something different. That's what I do. And like I said, prepare as much as possible. Print it out. Read it with a highlighter and a pencil or a pen or whatever. Write in the margins anything that needs to grab your attention, and you're good to go. Number 3, remember, a plan is only good if it's used. But if you join the sprint, you're joining it to do something, right? You want to become a different version of yourself, maybe a little leaner, a little bit more pain-free. That's a big one. We have a lot of people constantly saying, I can't believe the pain is leaving. I can't believe. You want to be stronger. You want to be healthier. Remind yourself of your why, and put that right there, plain and simple, on your once you have printed it all out, right? Once it's all printed out, just put your why right on the very top. I am doing this to become pain-free. I am doing this to become a better version of myself. I am doing this. Very important, very impactful way for you to help change your mind. Number 4 is use the piggyback technique to get right on the back of something that you already do successfully, almost without thinking. Now, I use a habit that I have of my own with emptying the dishwasher. Every time I empty the dishwasher, it's a trigger. Remember, Leanne, do this, to do a 4-minute workout. Now, the 4-minute workouts are a part of the sprint, and you'll find them in the sprint guide. I'm not going to give you the links and all of that to that right now. I want you to go get the sprint guide, right? I want you to do that. I want you to be there tonight. I want you to go through this like pretend you've never heard it before. How is this going to change your life? Well, it's going to change your life by helping you to piggyback, get on top of something that you already do well. It's that simple. It's that simple. And I will tell you, I found that when I do that, that new thing that I'm trying to do becomes a whole lot simpler. And it's just a little different than something else that I'm doing that I almost unconsciously do. but it's a reminder to do that. And it is just a game changer. They will add that in there. Number 5 is a big one. And this is, you can light this up on your notes if you're taking notes, or if you get our notes, you'll see it in tomorrow morning's newsletter. By the way, go get your newsletter. Just go to savingdinner.com. We send out a daily newsletter, daily. And it has the show notes in it, which is super helpful. And this one is curate your environment. This is a big deal, because when you have a clear, supportive environment around you, you're going to find yourself doing different things than you did before. If you go and purge your pantry and get rid of all the garbage that's been holding you back and holding you underwater with pain and feeling crappy and bloating and all the rest of it, what a difference that's going to make, you know? If you find yourself, one of the things that I do is the quote deck. You know, we have, and by the way, look at, isn't this so cute? We put this together. Have you seen this mug? I don't think you have. Look. And the day came when the risk to remain tight in a bud was more painful than the risk it took to blossom. Isn't that the most gorgeous mug? It comes together with the quote deck. And these 2 tools are a way to curate your environment. The mindful mug will tell you when you have a cup of bone broth right before your meal, it's reminding you, just like the dishwasher and 4-minute workout thing, to make sure that your target trifecta plate is put together, that you're going to eat mindfully, and that you're going to slow it down a little bit and enjoy your meal. That's what that does. When you've got quotes all over, and we have I don't know where my quote stand went right now. It's hiding somewhere on my little messy desk. But when you have these quotes around, you're looking at a ship in harbor is safe, but that's not what ships are built for. This is a reminder that you're built for more. This is a reminder that you need to think different thoughts. Here's one. Maturity begins when you can be right without having to prove the other person wrong. Ooh, nice. How about go all in? You'll never get back today. And on it goes. These are things to insert into your head. And when you see this, you take it in. And sometimes you'll just pause and start thinking about it. And this is going to influence the next thing that you do. That's a curated environment. And we have these at our, all these tools. Jenny's putting links out, but they're at savingdinner.com/tools if you want to see what it is that we have. It makes all the difference in the world. Change your usual. Here's a thing too that you can do. Like, let's say, it's popcorn is a thing with the TV at night or whatever. This is a good time to start learning a new craft or practicing a new practice. Like you could do some yoga poses or some whatever things that you want to dance or do, jumping jacks or half jacks or whatever during the commercial. In other words, doing something that's going to promote the goal that you want instead of doing something that's going to completely take down your day with that silly bowl of popcorn, binge watching The Crown. Don't want to do that. Try a new hobby. Keep your hands busy. Be like Jenny, cross stitch. Then you can do something beautiful later on down the road, like she gave me. If you're distracted by games on your phone at night and laying in bed, then put your phone in another room. There are easy things that we can do in order to stop, sabotaging ourselves. The worst sabotage is us sometimes. We are the biggest obstacle to getting what it is that we want. It's not that we need it easy and convenient. It's that we need it curated, period. There's no such thing as easy and convenient unless we're talking about, fast food. So remember, it's going to be new. It's going to be awkward. It isn't impossible. It isn't overwhelming. It isn't too much. It's not piling on. It's just new. That's it. It's just new. So if you use these techniques, this is going to help you to overcome and have the best sprint you've ever had. If you just simply go in with this mindset, with this idea, and start planning right now today, it will make all the difference. Now, I want to remind you about something here. This is really important. We have 67 days left in this year. 67. 67. That's 9 weeks and 4 days. How do you want this year to end? Do you want to end it with a bang? Do you want to end it with something accomplished that is really important to you, that you're at least on your way with it? Do you want to end it feeling good or feeling like, oh man, I shouldn't have, eaten so much garbage, eaten so much sugar, eaten all of the things? Is that what you want? I want you to see things from a different perspective. It might feel a little awkward. It might feel brand new, but I'm going to tell you this right now. If you are a part of this workshop that's coming up in just 10 days, Thursday, November 4th at 7 p.m. Eastern, yes, it will be recorded, you will have a journal. You will have a journal, you will have goals, you'll have everything written out, and we are going to get things done. I will be there with you every step of the way, showing you exactly how to do this, because I'm going to tell you right now, 2022 isn't over yet. The holidays have not begun, but let's set up for success so that we can say 2022, that was my year. What do you think of that idea? You ready to do that? Let's do it together. savingdinner.com/holiday for all the information on getting on board with that. I want you there at that workshop. It's going to be impactful. Peace be with you. I really appreciate you being here. Thanks so much.
Thanks for watching. You can find us on YouTube on the Saving Dinner channel or on the Saving Dinner Facebook page. Check back daily for new episodes, Monday to Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern. If you missed the live show, you can watch the replay. Until next time, pinkies up.